maybe this is an unfair question. How would you compare Wilson to Teddy Roosevelt, who is also a reformer and a progressive, at least that's the reputation, and Franklin Roosevelt, the great patrician, but yet also was always accused of being a socialist his entire life?
There's certainly an interesting through line between Franklin Roosevelt and Woodrow Wilson. Franklin Roosevelt was Assistant Secretary of the Navy under Woodrow Wilson, very young man. And many of the achievements of Franklin Roosevelt in the 1930s, he's looking back at the dreams of Woodrow Wilson that were never fulfilled. Because the day that Wilson took office in 1912, he says to a friend, I'm so eminently qualified to reform the United States, to reform its economy, to reform tariffs and every aspect of life. Wouldn't it be an irony if my administration had the focus on foreign affairs? 1912. 1912, the world, 1913, he's inaugurated, the world looked very peaceful, didn't it? In 1913, at the very end of the kind of Victorian world. But then, of course, the second half of his presidency is completely consumed by the greatest war in human history. And then his stroke. So there's a lot of unfinished business that's picked up in later generations by Democrats who deeply admired Woodrow Wilson. And it's extraordinary, actually, to see how much admiration there was for him among progressive Democrats, really until about 2 weeks ago. And then suddenly it's changed.